There are places that do not exist on any map. They do not have an address, a country, or a road that leads to them. Some people say they appear only when you are looking for something you have already lost. Others say they appear when your heart is ready to let go of something it has carried for too long. No one knows if that is true, but there are 3 places that can only be visited once. You may enter them. You may see what they have to offer. But when you leave, something always stays behind. The first place is called the Station of Last Goodbyes. It appears after midnight on a platform that belongs to no city. There are no signs, no ticket office, and no one waiting nearby. Only an old clock above the platform. Its hands are frozen at 1 minute before midnight. Then, without sound, the train arrives. Its windows glow with a warm golden light. You cannot see who is sitting inside. You cannot see where it came from. But people say this train appears only for those who never got the chance to say goodbye. Maybe someone left too suddenly. Maybe you were too angry to call. Maybe you thought there would always be another day. When you step inside, the train takes you to one memory you wish you could visit again. For a few minutes, everything feels real. The room, the voice, the person you miss. You can sit beside them. You can look into their eyes. And you can say one thing you never had the courage to say. Only one thing. But there is a price. When the train doors close, you lose the sound of that person's voice forever. You still remember their face. You still remember the love. But their voice becomes a silence you can no longer reach. Would you still get on the train? The second place is hidden behind a small door at the end of a quiet street. Most people walk past it without noticing. But behind that door is the library of unlived lives. The library has no end. Its shelves rise higher than the eye can see. Thousands of books float slowly through the air, glowing softly in the dark. Every book contains a life someone could have lived, the job they never accepted, the city they never moved to, the person they were too afraid to love, the dream they gave up too soon. Some books tell beautiful stories, some tell painful ones, and some are impossible to close. When you enter the library, one book is already waiting for you. Your name is written on the cover. Inside is the life you would have lived if you had made one different choice. You can read every page. You can see the places you never saw, the people you never met, the version of yourself you almost became. For a moment, you will know exactly what could have happened, but when you close the book, it turns into dust. And after that, you can never wonder about that choice again. The question disappears. No more what if, no more imagining another version of your life. Would you open the book? The final place can only be found in the hour before sunrise. It is called the Garden Before Dawn. It rests above the clouds, between the last darkness of night and the first light of morning. The air is quiet there. The flowers glow softly in blue, silver, and gold. Every flower holds a memory. Not your memory, someone else's. A child learning to ride a bicycle. A mother laughing in a warm kitchen. 2 strangers meeting for the first time. A person realizing they're finally happy. You can touch one flower and live that memory as if it were your own. For a few seconds, you feel everything. The love, the fear, the hope, the exact moment that changed someone's life forever. But the garden has one rule. To leave, you must give it one memory of your own. Not your most painful memory, not your happiest one. Just one memory you are willing to lose. And when you walk away, you will never know which memory the garden took. Maybe it was a face. Maybe it was a place. Maybe it was the reason you came there. Would you enter the garden? 3 impossible places. 1 last goodbye. 1 unlived life. 1 memory you may never get back. Maybe these places do not exist to give us what we want. Maybe they exist to show us what we are afraid to lose. And maybe that is why no one who visits all 3 remembers why they started looking for them. Which place would you visit first?